the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. They'll run right side with Mostert. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tua. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Tua. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Carr's throw complete to Hollins. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Carr. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Carr to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
That was a nicely run slant route. And what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route. and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Shreds him with a stiff arm. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 12. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 2nd and 12, Carr. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack. They'll set up a throw. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The kick by Carlson is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Ready?
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
Now Tua going to try and sneak it.
And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And the Raider D, they get the football back. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Throwing now is Carr. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bradley Chubb. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Carr. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
The slant connects with Devontae Adams. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Carr now to throw.
Oh, looking for water, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Back near his goal line, here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. They've got his man complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So roughing the passer there, a big mistake defensively.
Yeah, and even though you've got a quarterback out of the pocket and the rules change downfield, that doesn't mean the same rules don't apply with the QB. Anything more than one step, they're going to throw a flag on you every time.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 20. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
So now on comes the Dolphins offense as he'll try and go for 2 here. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. That's caught at the 2.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2.
Tua going to try and throw for it.
It's caught at the 1, and he will get into the end zone. So the lead stretches from 9 up to 11. So a big play there, not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the 2-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, They were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for 2. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Carr. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Again, it's Carr. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And Carr's going to keep it himself. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derek Carr scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score. Carr will look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. This defense coming out after the half, and if that play's any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their...
Under pressure, they got him again.
Max Crosby in there to drop him at sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Here we go.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. They're going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it. Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And he'll be stopped at the 28. On a play that started at the 14, they pick up 14.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Carr, slant to Adams. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Carr. Out to the left. That's where the tight end Moreau is. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Trying to run forward with Jacobs. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
It's caught here by Adams. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Big 4th down conversion for the score and the defense. That is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
following the touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Taking it about the 1.
Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Neil Farrell putting his mark on the game with a sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Play action. Now it's Tua.
He's going to find his tight end. That's Hunter Long.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. They'll roll him out right.
Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Carr. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great. But you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big 3rd down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Carr going to throw. And that's complete to Adams.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You're looking at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. Carr to throw. Oh, the slant connects with Devontae Adams. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
What now?
Carr keeps it on the sneak, and he'll be brought down at about the 4. He didn't get in, nowhere close. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Tua
Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
Let's go.
only needing 2 yards on second down. Now Tua.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Max Crosby in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Tagovailoa.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua.
He's going to let it fly.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Duron Harmon.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.